Yo, what's up boys and welcome back to yet another video. This one is going to be talking a bit about Battlefield 1 Alpha, which the NDA was lifted 2 days ago, so I've played it for a few hours and put some footage together, which will show you a lot of different classes. For the most part, I guess, either using the Scout, aka the Sniper, and also the Medic, which does have a semi-auto rifle, which can also have a scope on it. But overall, we're going to be talking a bit about Battlefield 1 Alpha, and also, as you'll see in the title, we are going to be also talking a bit about G2A. I did talk about this in a previous video, but I feel like I need to talk about it again, because, I don't know, Battlefield 1 versus Call of Duty, whatever the fuck the new one it's called, that's all about bandwagoning, right? Everyone's fuck card, Battlefield's amazing. I can agree, I will probably enjoy this Battlefield 1 game a lot more than Call of Duty, but the whole G2A thing which is going on right now is a whole bunch of bandwagoning, and I want to talk about some of my experiences and also my opinions on the entire subject. I feel like just because the bandwagon exists, for the most part, most of you guys will disagree with me, but just listen to what I've got to say and hear me out on this one. Either way, quickly talking about Battlefield 1 and how I feel about it, I've enjoyed it a shit ton. It's so cool to have just one map and having different biomes, or not biomes, but different weather types. So you can have just, you know, a sunny day, you can have the rain / thunder, you can have the fog, and then obviously you've got the different variants on just this one map, which is an alpha right now, of Conquest and also Domination, which you'll see gameplay of both of those in this. And I don't know, it just hasn't been a game which has been either World War One or World War Two setting, which has been decent in the longest time. Not there's been a lot of bad ones, people have just kind of got over that. I guess back in the old times when I was young, I know I was young at one point, it's crazy, with Call of Duty 2 and stuff like that, I don't know, there's just a shit ton of World War II games back then. There was Medal of Honor, and we'll just keep on pumping out World War I, World War II games year after year. And eventually, I don't know, they just fucking stopped, and it's been a long time since then. Also, was that a triple collateral, or did I get a triple collateral because I blew up a plane? I actually don't know, I'd love for you guys to know, but I thought it was pretty cool other than the part when I died. That kind of sucked dick, to be honest. But I don't want to make this video all about Battlefield 1, but TLDR is it's really cool, and I'm super excited for the launch. Big shout out to my boy Jack Frogs for actually telling me to activate this code, because I thought it was PlayStation 4 only, but he was like, fucking activate, so I did it. Anyway, on to the topic about G2A. So I tweeted out a very innocent picture today, which was a G2A box, which, just to confirm, I'm currently not on contract. I just kind of recently, because of, you know, the contract being a year long, was no longer in contract with G2A, but they still send me goodies every now and then, and I had this box that my friend Kat told me was in my home in Austin, and I was like, shit dude, that's fucking awesome, I love free stuff. I don't want to spoil what's inside it, although I do know what's inside it, but either way, it's a cool little supply drop, and they've done those a few times for me. So I tweeted out saying, you know, look at this, it's why I love G2A, because they send me free stuff, and I'm not even in contract. It's crazy, isn't it? And, you know, not that it's a big surprise when people respond to that tweet saying, oh yeah, it's a stolen box, and talking about fucking stolen keys, blah blah blah, just a shit that people have jerked over and bandwagoned over for a few days. And there is no doubt, and I'm not saying G2A are saints and that they are perfect, there is definitely some flaws in the website, which is what I'm going to be talking about partially in this video, but it just seems to be the common misconception these days, because, you know, big YouTubers have talked about it, and I'm not saying that, you know, everything they said in that video wasn't true, but, you know, hating someone is a lot easier, I feel, for a big YouTuber if there's some flaws in the system than it is to kind of praise it. I mean, yeah, no one's going to make a video saying how great a website is, but they are going to be able to make a video saying how terrible something is and get some people to back them when they present them these pieces of evidence. So yeah, there is stolen keys on G2A, just as there is stolen items on eBay. G2A at the end of the day is a marketplace, and they want people to easily be able to sell keys, which they don't need on G2A, but they also do, of course, want to make sure that these keys aren't stolen. And just to present you guys with some information, I'm sure some people can back me up on this one, and yes, this is the most awkward fucking melee ever. I'm not used to this setup. My Battlefield's on lowest settings, it runs like shit, and this setup's terrible, as you guys will know if you watch my newest vlog, and also that's why the mic sucks, and yeah, I'll be able to get some much better gameplay like maxed out when I'm at home with my 1080, really excited about it. But yeah, anyway, I'm sure some people will be able to back me up on this one, but I've made, I think, 180 purchases on G2A. I'll have some stuff on screen right now, and I haven't had a single key which has been taken back by the developer, or anything weird, the key not working, anything like that. And I know many people who have had those experiences. And yes, there is bad experiences, just as if you buy something from eBay, there's a chance it could blow up in your face, or it could be shit in some way. And eBay do definitely deal with that kind of stuff better, having free buyer protection, and I don't know, it's a much bigger company. G2A hasn't been around for too long. You know, the whole shield thing, I do agree, shield should just not exist, and it should just be given to people for free. That's how G2A designed to have the website set up. And if you do have Shield, there's an 100% chance you will get a refund, a new key, or whatever else. But I've also heard people who haven't had Shield who have got refunds. But either way, I'd love to hear from you guys who, you know, whether you're a fan of G2A or not, how many bad experiences you've had versus good experiences. Because I don't know anyone that said, like, oh yeah, I've bought 10 products, 5 of them have been bad, 5 of them have been good. I don't know anyone that's had any keys taken back from them. You know, if every key is stolen on G2A, you've got to wonder, why aren't these developers, you know, making the keys not valid? Like, there's things in place on Steam, because that's where most of the keys are generated by the developers, but generated on Steam, to make the key not valid anymore, but that just never seems to happen, and I've got to wonder why. The bandwagon is pretty much, oh yeah, all the keys are stolen on G2A, and yeah, they don't support the developer in any shape, way, or form. At the end of the day, the keys have to come from somewhere. Like I said, most of the time they are from Steam, which is why they are Steam keys. There's no way to fucking, like, I mean, there is ways to steal keys, but it doesn't happen too much, like literally straight up stealing keys from like a database or something. Most of the time the keys are gonna have to be, you know, I give you money and you give me game. And yeah, there's gonna be people selling them, buying them in different currencies, coming to G2A and selling them, or maybe they got it in a giveaway and they want to sell it, or I don't know, there's a million different ways someone can get a key, and yeah, some of them do involve chargebacking, but if you guys have ever charged back on Steam, which you probably haven't, you should know that if you do that, they just get rid of your account pretty much and will make the key inactive, at least from my personal experiences. I mean, I say personal experiences, but it's not like I'm going around fucking stealing keys, but I mean, from what I know, that's how it works. You know, Steam is a very well put together system, and there is a lot of developers who have their third-party websites, which is pretty much what happened with the Tiny Build thing, right? They developed, or Tiny Builds have developed / published a bunch of games, and they had their third-party websites, so that way they could make more money. Instead of having to rely on Steam's cut, they can just generate keys and sell them themselves, just to make themselves some more money than selling it through Steam. But yeah, either way, the problem with that was their website was, I'm not going to say shoddily set up, but if someone's able to buy thousands of keys, backcharge you, and completely fuck you over, I've got to kind of say that it is badly set up. It's not exactly, I don't know, I don't know how obviously this kind of stuff works because I don't own a website, but it's not exactly hard to make it so it's kind of foolproof in that way. If it's that easy to just steal fucking keys, why doesn't G2A constantly get shafted with back charges every single day and go under? You know, people can buy, 5 keys at a time on G2A, although you can't have multiple games. If you can just buy all those keys and then back charge them, especially since it's not through Steam, it should be even easier, right? Or not through a developer, it's from some random dude who has a key. I don't know, I'm just proposing these questions and hopefully I'll get some answers, but I just wanted to, I don't know, somehow sway the bandwagon another way. It doesn't really make that too much of a difference to me. I think I am going to be renewing my G2A contract regardless, but yeah, there's no doubt that G2A is a well put together website. It is a marketplace. It's not someone directly selling keys. Don't compare to something like Good Old Games and say Good Old Games is perfect. You know, it's $9.99 for a key, $4.99 for a key, whatever. It's being sold directly through the website in a deal with a publisher or a developer, right? And it's called Good Old Games for a reason. They sell a lot of older games. So, yeah, it's just not comparable. You've got to think about marketplace. Think about eBay, but for video games. That brings up another topic. Just think about it for a second again, but think about how hard it is to manage whether keys are stolen or not. G2A is trying to fix the things which cause a lot of controversy with Tiny Build. They have added in now, so you do have to have a few different forms of ID, so that way if you're going to fucking scam people, we've got your ID now, so good luck with that one. So that's cool with G2A, which was announced earlier on today. But just think about how hard it is to work out when a key is stolen and when a key isn't stolen. It's a key. You can't use the key because then the person can't use the key that you're selling it to. So I don't know how exactly, what's really a good way of managing a system like that. Like I mentioned right at the start of this conversation, they do want anyone to be able to sell keys on their website, but at the same time they do want to protect the buyer, which it's hard to get the right balance of that one, I'd say. Honestly, just think about it. Some dude who is a brand new seller, he's got 5 keys to sell, who the fuck knows where he's got the keys from? With something like eBay, it's a bit easier to work out whether something's, you know, legit or not, like a knockoff product, something which isn't an original iPhone or an original purse, something like that, because there's ways to tell it. It's a physical item. But for a key, you do not know the origin, and there's no way to prove origin, there's no way to inquire into where the origin is, you just assume it's legit. Honestly, I'd like to hear some stories from you guys. Like I said in the comment section below earlier on, I said this in the video as well. But if you've had a bad experience or a good experience or any interesting experience whatsoever with G2A, I'd love to hear. I have constantly bought my games for, well, since I've been sponsored by G2A through G2A just because it's cheaper, and also I earn money through G2A, so I don't need to pay for the games. I earn, I think, like 400 euros a month through the gold mine links, which are in the description. Nothing crazy. But that does allow me to buy pretty much anything I want for free, whether it's a Steam gift card or a video game or whatever else. And ignoring that, the games are always cheaper. I don't know how people can possibly expect, oh, all these AAA games are much cheaper on G2A. Well, not much cheaper, but they're cheaper on G2A. That must mean that they're stolen. No, it just means no one's going to buy a key for more than Steam. Why the fuck would they? There's really no reason for them to. But if you are, you know, I don't know, like I said, given a game through whatever mechanism, through a giveaway, or you've bought with a different currency, then you can sell it for a bit cheaper on G2A and, you know, make some money back. You make real world money out of something which is Steam Wallet, if you've won a Steam Wallet giveaway or whatever else. I'm undoubtedly really bad at presenting arguments, but hopefully you guys get the drift of the argument which I'm trying to make here. G2A, like I said, are not saints, but they are working on things, and they still offer the cheapest games on the internet, and many others who've not had a single issue with them. Don't go to the bold assumption that everything's stolen or it's earned illegitimate in some way. It's just not the case. Pretty much 99% of people bitching about shit is a bandwagon. There's a reason which many pro teams are still sponsored by G2A, and it's not just because we're in contracts. I'm sure PewDiePie still is, and a lot of big names are, because I guess they see past the bandwagon of hatred going towards G2A, or maybe it is just contracts. I really don't fucking know. I'll still support them, and I'm not in a contract right now, but I am more than likely going to be renewing. But anyway, like I said, just leave the comments and stuff in the description below. Feel free to tell me what you guys think of Battlefield as well. I've been really enjoying it. It's just a real shame that it runs so shit for me on this laptop, and I'm not going to play it at home until another 6-7 days. I would really like to play with some friends and stuff. If a game is fun by yourself, then it's got to be fun with friends, right? And also, I don't know, I get why people didn't like Battlefield Hardline. It felt like Battlefield 4, but with a few changes. This really does feel like a completely different game with a server browser. A beautiful zoom in when you first come in. I'm sorry, Code Cow. Code Cow's a mod of mine, as many of you guys will know. He was one of the lead programmers for Battlefield Hardline, but that's another instance of kind of circle jerk and getting in the way. Not that I really played it that much myself either, but I don't feel it deserved maybe as much flack as it did, but I get why it did get that flack. But anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Also, who the fuck uses Kingwin?
Yeah.